Good evening all. Our formal session will start after 2 minutes and we are waiting for some more participants to enter and we will start the formal session.
Understand, ma'am, we can start.
Okay, sir. A very good evening to one and all. Myself is Nasrin, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Ilahia College of Engineering and Technology. On behalf of Ilahia College of Engineering and Technology and the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, it gives me immense pleasure to warmly welcome our distinguished guests, resource persons, respected dignitaries, faculty members, researchers, and all the enthusiastic participants to this 5-day faculty development program on foundation models and LLMs. We are deeply honored to have with us an accomplished panel of experts who will guide us through this intellectual journey. I'll mention them. Dr. Vince Paul, Assistant Professor, Christ College of Engineering, Thrissur, Kerala. Dr. Rashmi Soni, Associate Professor, Dayanand Sagar Academy of Technology and Management, Bengaluru. Dr. Devswarup Nath, Dean, Research and Development, Capital Engineering College, Odisha. Ms. G. Smilarupavadi, Assistant Professor, St. Joseph's Group of Institutions, Chennai. Ms. Geetu M. Suresh, Secondary Educator, Ministry of Education, Maldives. We extend our sincere gratitude to our Chief Patron, Dr. K. Nawasa, Principal, Ilahia College of Engineering and Technology. Our convener, Dr. Lino Abraham Burgess, HOD of the department. Our coordinators, Dr. Arun Kumar M. and Ms. Shefna KM, for their dedicated efforts and for making this program a reality. We are confident that this FDP will be an enriching platform for enthusiastic learners, inspiring to the participants to integrate the cutting-edge AI concepts into teaching, research, and innovation. Once again, a warm welcome to everyone, and we wish you a productive and insightful FDP ahead. Now, I welcome the Chief Patron of this FDP, Dr. K. A. Nawasa, Principal, Ilahia College of Engineering and Technology, for his message. Sir, please.
Thank you, Nasrin. Dr. Lina Abraham Burgess, HOD, Dr. Arun Kumar, Shefna, dear colleagues and dear participants. I am very glad that Department of Computer Science and Engineering is coordinating a 5-day FDP on a very recent topic. I am also happy to see that many faculty members have come forward with enthusiasm to participate in this program. Totally more than 60 persons have registered. And I hope that some of them will join soon. And I appreciate their enthusiasm, especially as we know our pulse rate will go down and we will be languished and prepared in the evening. Even then, they are showing their enthusiasm and vibrance to join this evening course. The resource persons are very eminent, and also the topics they have selected is of very much use. The faculty members should show this enthusiasm throughout their life, because faculty members are in turn deliberating or imparting it in turn to the students, the classes. So, I got a call in between. So, Dr. Rahul is calling me, sir. Okay, Dr. Arun, please call Dr. Rahul and say, don't interfere at this moment. Okay, I'm coming back to this. I'm very happy to see that many have joined already, and I would like to advise you to participate in this with the same vigor and try to know more on this topic by interacting with the resource persons, though it has got certain constrictions of this online procedure. Make it use very well. And to our college, this is probably the last one in this calendar year. And not many FDPs have been already coordinated and many have already participated. And I would like to invite all the faculty members who are joining or joined here in the future programs also. So I'm hopeful that this is very useful, and I would like to congratulate Dr. Anand Kumar and also Shafna and for the motivation and support of Dr. Lino Brahma is the doctor of the department. Thank you all. I once again wish you all a very useful and very enthusiastic sessions of 2 hours every day. Totally we get 10 hours. Make use of every second because we are at our leisure, at our home, and try to enjoy these classes and make it so effective by interacting with every eminent resource persons. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable words. Now, I would like to welcome our convener, Dr. Lino Abraham Verghese, sir, HOD of Computer Science and Engineering, for his valuable words.
Thank you, Nasrin. Actually, I am on travel only. I am not taking much of the time. I need a couple of minutes to reach home. Anyway, wishing this FDP all the success. Let us make this very fruitful session. Wishing you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to welcome the coordinator, Dr. Arun Kumaran, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, for his valuable words.
Thank you, Nasrin ma'am. Actually, this is a wonderful evening for us to gather some of the eminent people over here. Today's this evolving technology like artificial intelligence, it has moved beyond narrow applications to become a transformative force, shaping the research, industry, education, and society as we know. At the heart of this transformation, we can say that the foundation models and large language models, which are redefining how machines understand, generate, and interact with the human nodes. This is a very deep thing we can going through every FDP. We can hear these sort of things. Recognizing the importance of equipping the educators, the researchers with a strong conceptual and practical understanding. These technologies, we the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, as part of Ilahi College of Engineering and Technology, has taken a commendable initiative to organize a 5-day faculty development program, the foundation models and LLMs. Actually, this initiative will came from our department itself, our HOD, Dr. Lino Verghese, as well as my co-coordinator, Professor Shafna, and all other faculties are backboning these 5 days FDP, and as well as the college is also supporting a lot of effort for participation as well as the coordination. So this FDP is scheduled from today, 15th of December to 19th of December 2025. We can put the timing between 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. It is an apt timing for all the academicians and researchers, and everyone is actually realizing some sort of time in that duration. So we can bring some eminent personalities over here, like from the academic part and from the research institutions, and from India and abroad, and we can, they are contributing so many things over here. So over the next 5 days, participants will gain valuable insights into theoretical foundations as well as architectural principles and emerging applications of modern AI development. This will be very useful for the academicians, faculties for enriching their knowledge, how they are deeply going through AI tools and everything for their future education purpose. So with these words, I would like to thank Dr. K. Nawasar for this opportunity to host 5 days FDP, as well as Dr. Lino sir for deeply supporting us for conducting this valuable FDP, and all the resource persons mentioned by Nasrim ma'am from today to day 5. We are deeply honored to have such an eminent panel for the discussion. I also congratulate all the participants gathered here and many more to come. I think they are joined immediately for the session, and I wishing you all the very success for these 5 days, and it will be a great session. It will be a great insight for all the faculty members over here to get some valuable things in the era of artificial intelligence. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nasir ma'am, for the time. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, we are coming to the end of the formal session. Every formal session should end up with a vote of thanks. So I invite Shafna KM, Assistant Professor of Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Ilahia College of Engineering and Technology, for the vote of thanks. Shafna, please on the mic.
Sorry. Thank you, Nasri ma'am. On behalf of CSE Department ICT, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to all those who contributed to the success content of the faculty program. I extend my heartfelt thanks to the management and principal of ICT and CSE Department for their constant effort and encouragement. My sincere appreciation goes to the resource person who will share their valuable knowledge and expertise which will make the FDP highly informative. I am grateful to the faculty members and participants for their active involvement and enthusiastic participation. Thank you all and have a nice day.
Thank you, Shafna. Now we will start the formal session. Thank you all.
So good evening everyone. Thank you for joining this program. I am Sanjana from A to J Academy. I am dedicated to introduce our estimated guest, Dr. Geetu M. Suresh. She is a dedicated academician currently servicing as a secondary educator with the Ministry of Education, Maldives. She is pursuing her PhD in Computer Science and Engineering at Karunya University of Coimbatore, specializing in artificial intelligence and machine learning. She holds MTech and BTech degree in CSE from Sri Buddha College of Engineering, Patro, and has a previous work as an assistant professor at leading engineering institute and as a programmer analyst at Cognizant Technology of Solution. I would like to request ma'am to start this session. Thank you so much. So good evening one and all present here, and thank you all for the warm welcome, and it's a pleasure to be a resource person for the FDP, especially hosted by the premium institution like Ilahia College of Engineering, and I am excited to share my insights about AI, and we can have a nice session together, and looking for the participation from all of you. Then let me share my screen first.
So hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes.
Is the screen visible? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So for the day one, the topic is artificial intelligence, especially the foundation models, and from basics to modern AI tools. So I think there is no need of giving a too much formal introduction about AI because AI has revolutionized everybody's life. Even those who are not directly associated with the technology is also using AI in indirect ways. So a small introduction about artificial intelligence. So AI, when technically speaking, AI it refers to the capability of machines or computer systems to mimic human intelligence, or they can perform tasks that requires typical human intelligence. So those tasks which need human intelligence means learning from experience. Sorry?
Ma'am, can you make the slide in full screen mode?
Yeah, in full screen I am playing it.
In slideshow mode. Slideshow.
Yeah, in slideshow mode I am playing it.
Okay.
Can you see it now?
Yeah, ma'am. Slide is visible, but slideshow mode is not on.
Is it okay now? Is it okay now?
Ma'am, it is not coming in the slideshow mode, I think.
Let me check once again.
Okay.
Is it okay now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Please work.
And mainly the task that needs human intelligence means usually those tasks which needs to learn from previous experiences, then some task which needs to understand natural languages, the languages other than English, then recognizing of patterns from data, then making some decisions and solving new problems. So such tasks where human intelligence is needed, AI can mimic the human intelligence to perform in this kind of task. And what happens is, in the traditional computer systems, actually the computers were designed to follow strict instructions which are written by programmers. So if a situation was not anticipated in the program, the computer would fail. He cannot make any decisions there. So AI changed this paradigm of explicitly programming the machine. Instead of telling the computer what to do in every situation, we allow the systems to learn from data. For example, if we are considering a problem of email spam detection in mail systems. So earlier systems, what they did is they will completely rely on a manually written rule system, such that if a message contains this word, mark it as a spam. So when this traditional programming method is replaced by modern AI systems, what they do is they will analyze millions of emails and they will identify a pattern that can distinguish spam from legitimate messages. Like they will analyze so many emails and they will generate a pattern by itself, like these kind of words when they appear in an email, there is a high probability that they may be a spam message. So like that, the automatic spam detection using AI is done. And another common example is the recommendation systems. So we are all using the platforms like Netflix, YouTube, Amazon, etc. So when we search a particular product in Amazon, what happens is in the backend, this AI systems will analyze the viewing patterns or the purchasing history. Then it will compare this history with millions of other users to predict what you might like next. And in the recommendation systems, there is also another feature like basket analysis. So it works based on the association rules. So if a particular user searches for a particular product, it will use association rules to find which product is also more likely to purchased by that user. For example, if a person searches for a new mobile, so there is likely a chance of him purchasing a phone case also and headsets. So when we search for a mobile phone, and immediately within seconds we will get notifications about phone cases, chargers, headsets, etc. So this is based on actually association rules. And that kind of applications are generally known as basket analysis also. So these kind of systems, they will rely on AI to solve problems. So why AI is important today? So AI is important today because the very first point is explosion of data. So now massive amounts of data are available. So with the traditional systems, we cannot process that much huge amount of data. So we use AI there to learn patterns and make intelligent decisions. Then high computational power. Modern GPUs, they will provide fast processing needed to train complex AI models efficiently also. Then advanced algorithms. So if nowadays deep learning, sophisticated algorithms like deep learning is available, and they are capable of providing much more accurate and capable AI systems. Then automation demand. So nowadays industries everywhere, education, healthcare, every sectors, they need to automate a task, and AI provides the technology to do all these things very effectively. And the real world impact of AI. So AI is revolutionizing almost all the sectors like healthcare, education, finance, robotics, smart assistants, etc. So in healthcare itself, we know that diagnostics, drug discovery, everything we can use healthcare. In every applications we can incorporate healthcare. And when it comes to education, personalized learning. So personalized learning is a very good research field in education itself, because when it comes to personalized learning, we know that every children is different and every children is having different parameters, like their attention level is different, their concentration level is different, their learning ability is different. So when it comes to a traditional classroom teaching, as a teacher, we cannot identify these kind of parameters of every student. Even though we are able to identify these parameters, we cannot provide the children the learning materials or learning pace in a way that this caters the needs of each student. Because in the classroom, within an hour, we have a lesson plan, we have to follow that we have to finish that much lessons. We have to conduct the exams in a scheduled time. So we cannot cater the needs of each students. We cannot provide learning materials according to the need of each students. But when we are using AI to support personalized learning of students, what happens is this AI can individually assess the learning level, attention level of each student, then provide him contents based on his needs. Then finance, when it comes to finance, fraud detections, robo-advisors, everything is revolutionizing in finance sector. Then robotics, we know that autonomous systems, then self-driving cars, then automated teachings, robotic teachers. Then when it comes to smart assistants, we know voice-based helpers like Siri, Alexa, etc. So in short, AI matters today because we have huge data, powerful hardware with us, better algorithms, and a strong need for automation leading to the widespread use in these sectors. Then types of AI. Generally, AI can be classified into three general categories: narrow AI, general AI, then super AI. And by function, this narrow AI, general AI, super AI is generally a classification based on the capability of AI machines. So narrow AI means it is capable of doing a single task like facial recognition or language translation. Then the examples are ChatGPT, Google search, etc. Then general AI means it can have human level intelligence, would understand and learn any intellectual task a human can do. And super AI means would surpass even human intelligence across all the domains, and it is still theoretical itself. And this AI can also be classified based on their functions also. I haven't included that in the slide, but still I can explain. By functions also, AI can be classified into four categories, mainly reactive machines, limited memory, theory of mind, and self-aware AI. So reactive machines means those AIs which can respond only to current input. So the example for such AIs are Deep Blue. Then limited memory AIs. They can retain short-term information to make decisions. And the example for this limited memory is most modern chatbots. Then the theory of mind AI. So this is not at all yet achieved one. So it would understand emotions and intentions of person. Then self-aware. Self-aware AI means it would have consciousness and self-recognition, and it is also purely speculative. Just a minute. There is a small obstacle. Okay. So these are the general classifications. Then the next one is the foundation models. Early AI systems were actually rule-based. So developers were So early AI systems were actually rule-based ones. The developers will write some explicit rules such as if X happens, then do this task. Like if X happens, do Y. So while this will work for small problems, it completely will fail for complex real-world environments. So the next major shift was then machine learning. So when machine learning was introduced, what happens is systems will learn from patterns of data instead of hard-coded rules. So ML models, they actually improved performance as they were exposed to more data. So here they were trained with huge data, so they improved performance better. So after machine learning came the deep learning models. So deep learning models, they uses neural networks with multiple layers. So deep learning made it possible for machines to recognize images, understand the speech, and translate languages at a level previously thought which was impossible. So the most recent and transformative step in this evolution of AI ML deep learning is the emergence of these foundation models. So a foundation model is nothing but it is a very large AI model that is trained on an enormous data set and designed to be adaptable for many tasks. So instead of training a new model from scratch for each application, a single foundational model can be reused and fine-tuned again. So think of foundation models like a strong educational foundation. Like if a student is having a strong fundamentals, they can learn many subjects more easily. Similarly, a foundational model can be adapted to translation, summarization, question answering, coding, or any task. And the examples of foundation models include GPT, Gemini, etc. So, the characteristics of foundation models is large scale train, then general purpose, then transfer learning. Multi-model, etc. And when it comes to large scale training, we already mentioned that they are trained on an enormous amount of data, especially text, images, audio, etc., and which will give them a broad knowledge base. And general purpose, unlike narrow models built for one task, these foundation models can handle many different tasks. For example, translation, summarization of text, image generation. Then transfer learning. The pre-trained model can be fine-tuned with a smaller specific data set to a particular application, saving the time and resources. Then multi-model data. They can process and generate multiple types of data. For example, text, images, audio, making them flexible for varied input and outputs. So, in simple terms, a foundation model is a big, versatile AI system which is trained on a massive data that can be reused and adapted for many tasks and many media types. So the popular foundational models are GPT-4, CLIP. So GPT-4 is actually provided by OpenAI. It is a large language model mainly that can handle text-based tasks like writing, summarizing, and coding. So its multimodal is a new version, that is text and image input is also they are handling now. Then another model from OpenAI is contrastive language image per training model, and it is known as CLIP. And it can understand images and text together, and CLIP is actually more useful for image searching or captioning tasks. And when we are using these kind of models in a project, we should have some foundation knowledge to choose the models. So first one is we have to choose the right model based on the data we are going to use in our project. At the first we have to identify the type of the data set we are going to use in the project. So if it is text, image, audio, and based on that, choose an appropriate model that can process the type of data in your data set. Then what kind of task we are going to do? Is it a generalization task or is it a classification task, like that? Then once we have chosen a right model for the problem, the first thing is we can take any pre-trained model and train it on our specific data set for better accuracy. Then the prompt engineering, that is the main task here. So when we are using the models like ChatGPT or Gemini or anything, the main thing we have to focus on is to craft a clear, specific prompt or input. Then only we will get the best output from the text-based models. Then the resource management also run. We can run these large models on GPU or TPU or use API services. And otherwise we have to manage the heavy local computing courses, computing problems. So in order to avoid that local computational limitations, we can use this kind of we can use platforms to run the large models. Actually they will provide us with GPU or TPU facilities also. Then we can evaluate the model. So mainly in this slide, the conclusion is that foundation models are large models which are built
Madam, it is not audible, ma'am.
Hello. As I am abroad, there is a small issue in connectivity sometime, and please adjust with that. I'm trying to reconnect. Now it's audible though. Now
it is audible, ma'am. It is okay.
Okay.
It's not clear now.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the next one is large language models or LLMs. So large language models or LLMs are actually a subset of the foundation models, and especially these are designed to process and generate human language. So they are also trained on massive text data sets that include books, then the research articles, websites, and code repositories. The scale of training is one of the key reasons for their effectiveness. So here, if we are giving them a massive data set or a huge data set for the training, it will improve the performance of the model. So how much data we have, the more efficient model we will get. So LLMs are also built using a deep learning architecture called the transformer. So before going deep, just I will explain what a transformer model is in simple words. So transformer model is actually it is a neural network architecture. Simply telling, it is a neural network architecture, and it is especially built for language task itself. And actually what they do is they will let the model weight each token's relevance to every other token in a sequence. So in simple sentence, I will explain what is a transformer. So simply telling, a transformer, you can imagine that as a note taker. It can read an entire sentence at once, then it will figure out which words matter for each other. And it will not have to read it word by word like other models. So it can process one sentence in a single stretch without the need of reading word by word like other models. And it does this with a mechanism known as attention. Each word looks at every other word and decides how much to pay attention to them. So then it mixes those clauses together to understand the whole sentence. So the advantage of this model is it can capture long-range relationships and train much faster because everything happens in parallel. And as an example, just consider we are using a chatbot, and I am using this chatbot to write automatic email replies for me. So the chatbot's brain is a transformer. So whenever a mail comes or I give a prompt, it will read the whole sentence once and it will identify which words matter most for each other. And then it will craft a natural sounding response in one go. See, as an example, if I am typing a prompt like, can we move our meeting to tomorrow? So this is my intention. I need a chatbot to craft a mail requesting the rescheduling of a meeting. So just I am writing like, can we move our meeting to tomorrow in an informal way? And what the transformer will do is it will look at every word, spot that meeting and tomorrow is the most important words, and here meeting is also linked to tomorrow, and then it will generate a neat formal sentence like I have rescheduled the meeting for tomorrow at the same time. So this happens very instantly because the model processes all words together, not one after another. So this is how transformers work. So LLMs are built using a deep learning architecture called the transformer, and the transformer uses a mechanism known as attention, which allows the model to identify which words in a sentence are most important when interpreting meaning. The working of LLM. So the working of LLM can be explained in a simple sentence like, an LLM is simply an AI system, a model which can predict the next word in a sequence. So given a sentence fragment, the model will calculate the probabilities of the next possible words and it will select the most likely one. So by repeating this process many times, it can generate complete sentences or even paragraphs or articles. So this is similar to autocomplete on a smartphone, but trained on an unimaginably large amount of data, and unlike the smartphone, it can generate a huge content also. So a crucial point when it comes to LLM, even though it has these much capabilities, is that it does not understand the meaning like humans. They do not know facts in the human sense. They recognize only the statistical patterns in the language. So this limitation explains why LLMs can sometimes produce answers that sound confident, but they are generally incorrect also. So that phenomena is known as hallucination also. Sometimes these models, LLM models can also get into hallucination like us, and it will provide confidently wrong answers also. Then which are the core facilities that are provided by the LLMs? So LLMs, they provide a wide range of facilities that make them extremely powerful. The first one is natural language interaction. So the users can interact with LLMs with their everyday language itself. So there is no need for any kind of programming knowledge or any kind of technical background which democratizes the access to AI. Every common person who is able to use a smartphone or a computer can access these. Then the next one is context awareness. So modern LLMs, they can maintain context across a conversation, and this allows meaningful dialogue. This actually allows a meaningful conversation between the end user and the system, rather than just an isolated question-answer interactions. Then text summarization and simplifications. So this is a main usage for especially in education sector for students as well as the researchers. So LLMs we can use to summarize long documents, our research papers or reports, and they can give us concise explanations, and it can save a significant time of our work. And the question answering systems. So LLMs can also answer the questions which are provided by the user. So they can answer factual, conceptual or explanatory questions across any domains. Whatever the domain be, it will be able to answer our questions. The domain may be science, engineering, medicine, humanities, politics. Any domain they will be able to give us factual answers. Then another one is language translation. LLMs can also support translation and language transformation. So it will help us to enable multilingual education and communication. So the advanced facilities of LLMs. So one of the most remarkable features of LLM is a few shot and zero shot learning. So this means the LLMs, they can perform tasks with minimal or no example. So in some cases they can make decisions without any without any examples also. Based solely on instructions, they can provide us answers. And LLMs can also sometimes perform step-by-step reasoning when they are prompted correctly. So when it comes to applications like mathematics, algorithms, then logical problem solving, they can provide us with step-by-step reasoning. So when I also usually do this when we design some problems for designing the trace table in algorithm. I think everybody will be familiar with that concept, tracing tables of algorithms. So when some complicated questions comes, or when there is no enough time to prepare, so what I usually do is I will copy that algorithm and put in ChatGPT. But in the single stretch, first it will give us the tracing table, and if we ask that, like, give the step-by-step solutions for each input, or give an explanation why this value give true. Like that, if we give prompt, then it will give us step-by-step reasoning, and especially for